Happy birthday, Taurus. Happy birthday, my fellow Taurians. I always say these readings are timeless, so whenever you hear them, you're meant to hear them. I got 2 decks here. The Season of the Witch. Alright. Taurus. What does Taurus need to hear? Alright, we got it. The first one came out, Snowdrops. Number 39. When all seems to stem from the unknown, hold firm in knowing that all will be as it should. It's funny that the other card from the other deck open, the unknown, and it's in reverse. It says knowing the unknown, which in reverse would mean that the unknown is still unknown to you. Right next to that is accountability in reverse. Perhaps that's why the unknown is still unknown, because we are not taking accountability for our own actions. It says responsibility is a gift of love to yourself and others. Now, that's in reverse. You have all these rocks, but it's like your rocks fell out. Oh, this shit happened, and you're like blaming it on this person or that person, or it's because of this, it's because of that. You're not taking responsibility for what's happening in your life or in this certain situation or something of the sort. The only other card that is face up is number 38, the Serpent. It says slither through and out as you shed it in preparation for a new beginning. So perhaps with accountability, this unknown becomes known, and there's this new beginning. We're now shedding. Let's open up these cards and see what they have to say. Alright, it seems as though we are reacting instead of responding. And it says false beliefs. Once the untruths that we believe about ourselves are illuminated, so are the ways we can release the false limitations they confine us to. So wisdom is in play here. Our intuition knows more than we do. So perhaps that's when the truth is going to be exposed. And that is right on top of the snowdrops. It's like she's pouring the wisdom into her head. It's like the only way you're going to find out this unknown truth is if we are closing our eyes, we are in some kind of meditation, something. And this has to be washed over us. What is holding us back? Closing your eyes to the truths of reality will only connect you with the illusions you have created. So we are opening our eyes. So we're finally seeing, this is right above false beliefs. So it's like we're finally seeing what the truth is, but that comes with the responsibility, and definitely comes around this eclipse energy. We have the Milk Moon Witch, number 31. Watch as the tides turn in your favor, weaving the waters within and conjuring unspoken desire. Now another one is right next to Bridget's doll, saying the same thing. It says, thread by thread I weave my desires, working as one with the source of creative power. This reminds me of women going together, like to have their period, or there is a man here. Perhaps if it's not like sisterhood and brotherhood, like all of one, there is some kind of party or get together. Perhaps we're celebrating our birthday. Warm my heart, all deserving comfort readies my heart. With this new beginning possibly has to do with what radiates your heart. These new beginnings, so something new is cooking. Okay, we're cooking something new. And this unknown, the unknown is about to come true. Perhaps when we're at this party and we react instead of respond. So perhaps when something happens, like the only
especially
way
around
the
this
tides
time
will turn in our favor as long as we react instead of respond. So it's like when we react in using our wisdom, it's like we have to use our wisdom and react to this truth in a way like we want to break free from this falseness, from these false ideas, these false images. Perhaps we find out how somebody truly is. Perhaps it's about ourselves. Maybe we find something, a secret about ourselves, something about ourselves that we do not know. But I still say the Spirit has a hand on this, and you're going to be washed over with this truth. This truth is going to wash you over, Taurus. See, it's like the waters of this. Perhaps when you release these emotions, you know, Bridget's doll, they took a doll. It's basically like conjuring up like whatever you want. This is being very detailed in what you want, and perhaps we are blending in. I see like a herd of lions, and you don't want to like stick out your neck. You want to stay in the herd. You want to stay in the herd, you know, stay with all these like-minded people. You don't want to, you know what I mean? You don't want to stick your head out. You want to kind of sort of stay on your toes at this time. Our intuition definitely knows more than we do, especially around these eclipse times. But it's like you are protected. You have this protective energy. So that's good. 1 and 9 is 10 back to 1, which is the Fool right on top of this serpent energy. Let's read this serpent and we'll cut it off there. Make a decision, courage, follow your heart. Now, this is in reverse, talking about the bloodstone. Perhaps we are lacking courage. Perhaps there's a battle between your heart and your mind. That the rational path is trying to steer you towards more reasonable or safer option, but your heart doesn't share the same limitations. The path you'd really like to take may be harder, but nothing where if it's easy, it's not worth it. So may the serpent wake, bellowing with the rising flame and beckoning the wisdom that awaits his return. Oh, that's Bridget's, not Bridget's doll. Bridget's doll. Thread by thread, I weave my desires. So this is fertility dolls. That's what this is about. Remember I said about the doll. Now, back in the day, to honor the goddess Bridget, they would place small dolls near the home hearth, like the middle of the house, usually a fireplace or the main room in the center. And this would herald light and, of course, fertility and luck and growth. So receiving this card suggests that a fortune has entered your orbit and can indicate a prosperous and joyful time ahead. It may also suggest financial stability and a happy home. For career, this might mean a promotion. For love, this card can mean a harmonious relationship in which both partners are supported and nourished. In general, this card represents a happy time ahead. So, basically, when you enjoy happiness and you're happy, you attract more happiness. And the more happy you are, it's like a vicious cycle. That's why we want to stay happy. Even if we aren't happy, pretend to be happy until we are. So then we get caught in that vicious cycle. Or else, if it's like we're angry and mad, we get stuck in that vicious cycle where negative things happen. But this is saying that more positive things are going to happen. Possibly cinnamon rolls. Maybe it's a good time to make cinnamon buns. What were we reading? We wanted to read the Serpent 38. Alright. Creativity doesn't have an expiration date, and it's never too late to welcome a new addition into your life. Just when you think everything is over and you've lost what you've worked so hard for, or maybe you've missed the boat, you like the serpent, can shed your skin and reinvent yourself entirely. The Serpent card will make its way to you when a second chance is upon you, and any missed opportunity will soon be placed with another. Forgiveness is close at hand, or perhaps you're about to have another shot at love. If your reading is about career, pulling this card can mean a career change is a good omen for seeking new employment. Consider a physical makeover that feels good to you. Maybe you can get a new haircut, something like that. This card, however, does come with a note of caution. Growing pains can sometimes make transitions difficult. Remain patient and know that any challenges you face are temporary blocks to overcome. And then the next one is snow jobs. This is saying that this success won't be immediate or arrive with like big flashing lights, but it will be stable and it will support you for many years to come. So, if you're wondering whether or not an idea, project, connection will be a success, this card is a good sign, not only that you will experience success, but that commitment to this path will be more than you can possibly imagine. So this is staying committed to this. Once this truth, staying committed will like pull this truth out. Alright. Happy birthday, Taurus, and let me know when the unknown becomes known. I love to hear it. Thank you. Love you.